Another issue of Coffee Talk. It is Sunday, July the 13th, right at 7 p.m., and this is Coffee Talk number 472 live stream. And I am drinking coffee. This is the second. I had a cup about 30 minutes ago, and I just started another cup. Nescafe with Carnation liquid creamer. The original stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. My elixir is coffee. KP Heathen, my friend, how's it going? Alacanada, how are you doing? Well, waiting for your live stream. Well, here it is. Oh, good Lord. I'm here. It's been a day. It's been a day. I've been working on a video. I have been working on releasing a few shorts. I am trying to respond to comments that people have been making. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom. It's about 8 a.m. in the Philippines where Susanna is at. Holly Ivans, how are you doing, Holly? And I am drinking Nescafe coffee stick. They still have a burn. They have a boil. They still have a boil notification on water here in Victoria. They're working on trying to treat it. They're trying to get the chlorine levels up. You know, it's like, God almighty. I get a couple of messages a day on my phone. Got one telling me that everybody's going to get 10% credit on their next bill, or $10 credit on their next bill, or for the inconvenience of them having to buy bottled water. Because a lot of people buy bottled. I buy bottled water. I drink bottled water. I don't drink the water from the tap. We don't. Five in the house and 4 likes. So I have been working on the yard. Got the front yard's looking pretty good. I still got one flower bed that needs to be dealt with. But the front yard looks pretty good. The backyard is a jungle. I have to get out there with the riding mower, try to get as much done as I can with the riding mower, and then I have to cut in around the perimeter, around trees and plants and such. Weed eat and use the self-propelled. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Did not rain today. I didn't do really any yard work today. I cooked a couple of meals, did breakfast, and I did cheeseburgers for lunch. Basically been working on my YouTube, my channel and such. I've got a bunch of stuff that's in the process of coming in. Uncle Al, die Bullfrog 79. Melinda Elliott. Yeah, I really enjoy doing Uncle Al's video. I always pull some images off from his videos, and I intersperse. Uh, he he had one where he held up a card. He says, you know, right and wrong, and then wrong was like 5, and then right was like 5 million, you know, and I thought that was funny. But I support everybody here right now. I support all of you. I mean, I support those who support me. I try to give you watch time. I was going through channels, checking off and trying to watch some of their shorter videos, trying to leave comments, trying to watch some shorts. You know, people that are subscribed to me. There's so many of them, you know. And I'm trying to give back. But, you know, it's hard to do it in mass. You know, it really is hard. It's hard. Oh. So, 8 in the house and 6 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. So, this is what Myra Elaine, Buying Space, would call an envelope. This is an enveloping. I already cut the end of it. What in the world is this? These are Bible tabs. Old Testament, New Testament. I paid $6, Amazon. I could put them in a Bible. I got a new study Bible coming in, and I will put those in that Bible tabs, the book tab, names of the books and such. Idaho Garden Girl, how are you doing? So that you know, Idaho Garden Girl, you will be next to receive a box. Matter of fact, I've already got your box pretty much put together. I just need to do a video of it. I'm going to do a video, and it'll be pretty much what I sent to Uncle Al and what I sent to Dave. I'm working my way back through. So I should have yours out later in the week. Then I got to figure out who's next. It's been about a year since I've sent Idaho Garden Girl anything. Oh, good Lord, something came out. What came out? Okay. Comments, comments, comments. Like number 8. Appreciate like number 8. 9 in the house and 9 likes. So yeah, I just did a opening Bible tabs. Little Lone Prepper, hello Little Lone Prepper. And Mama 4 boys. So I have been told that Uncle Al and Dave will both do a review of one of those rations I sent them. And expect retaliatory boxes coming in. Here's another one. Now, people ask, what's with the madness? What's with the madness? So, why did you order that? Why did you get that? Why did I get that? Dave! My friend Yoda. Yoda's Blessed Life. Good Lord, I misspelled Yoda. Oh, see what happens when I'm not paying attention. So somebody asked, well, don't you have a bunch of these? Yes, I do. Matter of fact, every once in a while I'll take an image out there in my pantry. I've got 20 of these sitting out there. I bought them at Walmart when they were doing a closeout on them. They're 30-year shelf life. They normally were going for $30 when I bought them, and I got them for $9 a piece. So I paid $180 for 20 of them. And then, well, why'd you buy another one? Well, right now I got it on sale for like $23. And at one time they were up at $40. I got this for $23. And what I was going to decide I would do is I'm going to prepare. I'm going to do a couple of videos, and I'm going to basically prepare. I'll use a camp stove, and I will prepare this, and actually we'll eat it. Don't know that I'd show the wife, but I'm going to do a video or a couple of videos of this. So I did not want to take one of the 20 that I had out there. I'm saving them. But I said I'll just get another one, and I'll basically do a full review on this one. So this, and you said, well, what's in it? Well, there are 30 servings, up to a 25-year shelf life, 72-hour, just add water, extended shelf life. And there's cheesy macaroni, brown sugar, and maple multigrain cereal, basically oatmeal, teriyaki rice, and whey milk alternative, which I drink. And this was kitted on February the 25th, 2025. Distributed by ReadyWise Incorporated, Salt Lake City, Utah. 72-hour, 30 servings, 25-year shelf life, brand new. Remove oxygen absorber prior to preparation. Cooking directions. Pour contents of package into 5 cups of water and mix well. Boil. Bring to a boil. Stirring often and simmer for 15-20 minutes. Cool, let stand for 2 to 3 minutes. And it's similar with all of them. Whey milk alternative. For 1 serving, combine 2 tablespoons whey milk alternative with 1/4 cup room temperature water. Stir to dissolve. Add 3/4 cup of water and stir for a full pouch. Combine contents of whey milk alternative pouch with 3 cups room temperature water. Stir to dissolve. Add 9 cups of water and stir. Chill if desired. So that came in, and well, God bless Mike. God bless. Pray for him. 12 in the house and 12 likes. Might have had some people sneak through when I was doing my monologue. Checking back. Anne Marie, how's it going, Anne Marie? Anne Marie has 102 subscribers, and I am subscribed. Anne is not a content creator, but she's got a bunch of people who are linked to her. Do I know Anne Marie and Gary? Anne Marie and Gary sounds like a channel I might. Belinda's Country Living. I'm getting notifications of people leaving comments on my videos and such. Jocelyn's Vogue of Taiwan. Good morning, young lady. Anybody who's not connected with Jocelyn, wonderful channel. And her channel's up over 30K, I think. Or maybe 40K. Her channel's really going. She's really growing. She is growing. 11 in the house, 13 likes. So as I had said, did a couple of mail calls I got. These are Bible tabs, place markers for chapters. And I got another box, which I'm gonna do review of it, because I have 20 more just like that I'd got for $9 a piece when they were trying to do a closeout at Walmart a couple of years back, 3 years ago maybe. You know. All right. At this point, let's try to get into the topic for tonight. Uncle Al sent me this yesterday, and then he sent me some follow-up today. And today's topic is trapped in the 50-mile circle. Hello, Myra Elaine. Well, you missed 2 unenveloping. Did a couple of them, Myra. And I gave you credit for the term. You'd be interested in this one. I got another study Bible coming in, and I got these for the chapters. $6 from Amazon. Oops. Well, Jeff Bezos can afford it. He might not like it, but I'm sure he can afford it. He's probably self-insured. Drinking Nescafe coffee. So again, today's topic is the trapped in a 50-mile circle. Uncle Al's real big on you need to live further than where you were born. You know, like beyond 50 miles from where you're born, you need to travel beyond 50 miles from where you were born. And I qualify for that because I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm in Victoria, and Victoria is like 90 some odd miles north. That's still about the same thing, David. Please. And I do travel. And I have traveled. And I'll be doing some more traveling. Anyway, so most people live and die within a 50 miles, either urban or rural, from where they're born. Eat the same food. Now, this sounds like Uncle Al criticizing me because I'm real big on my breakfast tacos. The wife, she prefers a plate, so I usually put grits with hers. Um, Sometimes I have sausage, sometimes I have bacon, sometimes we have ham. But I'm real big on country breakfast. Anne Marie Angel. Yes, Anne Marie Angel. Yes, I do. Yes. Eat the same food, drink the same beverage. All right, now we're getting very close to insulting my coffee, Uncle Al. Uh, Never change the routine. When I go to work, I usually wear a white dress shirt. Open collar. I'm no longer an administrator. Open collar. I have like 13 of them. Long sleeve. I've got one short sleeve, and I've got like 12 long sleeve. So I could go for 2 weeks without doing, doing any laundry with them, one a day. Being familiar with the herd. Herd. Leftists and socialists use this to control the masses, aka the herd, sheeple. Herd mentality, or being cooperates, the unimind. Repeating a false narrative from the mass media or social media, like in the UK, George Orwell 1984 dystopian tale of authoritarianism in post-nuclear war England. Yep. Still got a couple of more pages of stuff I got to go through. Are you a good sheep or shepherd? Well, in the past, I've been a shepherd. Whether it be in church on my church board or doing scriptural studies, Bible study, or doing Awana with the youth on Wednesday evenings, Vacation Bible School, in the Gideons International, being on the state board, being a director, state board, where you go into other areas and work with their leadership team and spread the word. Yeah, I've done that. Been a school administrator, assistant principal, principal, director. Yeah, I've been in leadership before. Travel outside the country. The only place I've been outside the country is Mexico. I used to love to go to Mexico. I used to go down across the border and go to the border towns. I would go shopping with my girlfriend, with my wife, with my current, my wife forever, my current wife. Been married for a long, long time. We have a 27-year-old daughter. Just turned 27 this last month. Yes, we try to be a shepherd. Uncle Al? Oh, if he'd have lived back in the day, his home port would have been probably Tortuga. That's where the pirates. That was the pirates' port, Tortuga. With respect, Uncle Al. Do you have a valid passport? I really need to get one. Have a valid passport and a birth certificate. for anyone born after 1962. Too many people are getting arrested using their driver's license as if 29 states see the DHS website. False or fake identification using a political affiliation. California and Texas are the biggest states with bad driver's license. I'd question Texas on that one. Second picture ID or a gun license, like a carry permit. Lack of bail bondsman and lawyer. Well, I have a lawyer. I never felt the need to have a bail bondsman. 10% of bond and legal fees, better than 5 days in general population of county jail. Lack of $2,000 in cash for emergencies. Remember, cash is king. Food, gasoline, and power supplies. Lack of second or third language skills. I would try to work on the Spanish. Good coffee. Overusing the smartphone and AI to solve simple problems, making people lazy and stupid. During the apocalypse, a lot of sheeple are found dead on the side of the road, staring at a smartphone. Yeah. Not prepared for sudden changes. See Texas and East Coast. Civil war, weather changes, nuclear event, not war. Herd is having issues with shortages caused by bad weather, political instability, and socialist unrest. Communist and socialist infiltration. For the last 50 years, socialists and communists have infiltrated every corner of society. Medical, education, politics, captains of industry, public service, and religious institutions. See today's news. Hello, Mr. Whistle. How are you doing? Good man. A slow and steady plan undermine the American way by programming people into sheeple, lazy, and fear of failure. Most people in the 50 miles. Failure to learn new things and skills. Not updating existing skills and knowledge. Keep making excuses and complaining of the problems. Well, finishing my second cup of the evening, took my medication. When the live stream ends, I may have to go fix another meal for the wife. We're about midway through, 30 minutes into it. 12 in the house, 15 likes. I am on a quest. I'm on the quest for 2,000 subs. When the live stream started, I think I was at 1964. 36 to go. And at some point in time, I'll hit that magic 2K. And there will be a 2K subscriber giveaway. I'm in the process of giving back to folks who support me consistently. I sent a box to My friend Dave, who goes by Yoda's Blessed Life, he received it. He said he'll do an opening. He's going to retaliate. Mom of 4 boys. What am I cooking? Well, I did a breakfast plate and I did a taco for me this morning. Lunch, I did double meat cheeseburgers. I did shorts on both. For supper, I may air fry some burritos and add chili. We both like that. A couple of burritos and chili for each of us. I've got options, but that's what I'm thinking of right now. What I'm thinking of. So I did, I've got lots of stuff coming through. I've got to go back through and check to see is everything coming in. I did an unenveloping for Myra Elaine, to use her words. I've got a new study Bible coming in. I give them away. I like to get the Haley Bible or the Haley Study Bible. It's got the Haley Bible Handbook and the New International Version combined. And I've given them to several people recently. Mr. Whistle, look at my email address in any of my videos. To let y'all know, I put details in my videos. I put descriptions in my videos, just my videos. I don't do them in my shorts. I don't do them for my live streams. I really don't give my email address on my community wall post, but I do in my videos. So because you are so supportive, and I don't think I've ever sent you anything, Mr. Whistle, please look at my email address. Email me your mailing address where I can send you something, your mailing address. And please, if you want to, include your phone number. I'll send you a text message. If you'd like to text, we can text. If you'd like to talk, we can talk. And please do that, and you may receive something goody from me in the next couple of weeks. The next one will be for Idaho Garden Girl Stephanie. It's been over a year since I've sent her anything, and she's been very, very supportive of me. Well, Dave is uploading shorts. I actually did 5 shorts yesterday. In the last 24 hours, I've uploaded 5 shorts. That's something for me. Very rarely do I do five shorts. I've done 5 shorts. What is an engaged view? What is an engaged view? I do a video of something. I do a short or a video or a post or something other. And the person comes back with a comment. Something related to my, related to the content that I just put up. They may include some personal information about what they're doing. They may ask a question. They may issue a comment or a recommendation. I'm able to identify who they are. They leave me a like, or they may hit the timestamp that says they watched the entire, Idaho Garden Girl does that a lot. She hits the timestamp. She watches the whole thing. Sometimes she's not here for my live stream, but she'll rewatch them. or she'll replay them. You know, you do a playlist. So that's what engaged viewing is. You know, and there's not a lot of people who actually do that. There are people who come in, they're there for 2 or 3 minutes, and I certainly understand. Like, you've got these huge channels that have 30, 40,000 subscribers, and they put out a lot more content. They have a lot more engagement than I do from the standpoint of people who follow them. And I understand they come in and they spend 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes on my stream, or they, you know, spend a couple of minutes on my video, or they leave comments. And I understand that. You know, I'm the little guy and they're the big guy. You know, and I'm not saying male or female. I'm just saying, you know, from that standpoint. And I understand that. And then the other thing I'd point out is that, you know, realistically, you know, when it comes to, you know, wanting to give back to people, it would be so expensive. It would probably be more expensive sending than what I would be putting in a, you know, I send out a box to somebody, depending on what it is, like these follow-up goodie boxes I'm sending out. I'm sending out maybe $40 or so worth of stuff in them, and then it costs me another $15 or $16 to send it. So I'm spending over between $55 to $60 on, you know, when I send you a follow-up box. But I guarantee you, if I was sending it out of the country, because I have sent stuff out of the country, multiply the price of sending it by 5 or 6 or 10, depending on where it's going. If you're going overseas, it's just outrageous, and I really can't afford to be doing that. I mean, I guess I could afford to be doing that, but I really can't afford to be doing that, because I can send several things out to people for what it would cost me just for the mail out to one person over in the Philippines, or, you know, India, or Europe for that matter. All right. Earlier message. Yeah. Yes, I hear you. Uh, 10 in the house and 15 or 16 likes. So, the next person to receive a box will be Idaho Garden Girl. I'll get, matter of fact, I need to do a video, and I'll put some images from her channel in it, but this is her box. I've already got it prepped up and ready to go. I just need to do the video. So I'll get her sent out. I've got Alan Sato's box to be out in the mail tomorrow. Gotta go on the other side of town. I'll mail his box. I am working on content. My friend Dave, who goes by Yoda's Blessed Life, he did a post that he was going to leave up until his channel hits 15K. He's at 14. He's past 14K. He's going to leave the post up until it hits 15K. So he said there'd probably be 150 people or so that wind up commenting on it. They're all good people. He said that if you reach out to any of those channels and you're not friends with them, that they would return your outreach and you both would grow together. So I would go over to his channel. I've already done that, and I had been back once or twice to check. And I would go over to his channel and I would scribble down some names of channels, and I do some outreach. And if you're trying to grow your channel, same thing with, in here. I think everybody in here right now knows everybody else. I've had like 15 people this evening that came in and have commented and identified themselves. And there are other people lurking. I've got friends who lurk. They, they might leave a like, but they lurk, you know. And then there's some people that miss it and then they come back later and they'll leave comments and a like, or, perhaps hit the timestamp, like they run it on their playlist or whatever, and I get an hour's worth of view time. Dave is real good about that for me. He and Idaho Garden Girl, they're very good about running. Uncle Al is real good about running my stuff over, and I appreciate them. There's a lot of talk about the Book of Enoch. You've got the Apocrypha, which is the inner, the Old Testament, the 39 books of the Bible, the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, from the book of from the book of Genesis, up through, or what they call the 5 books of Moses, that Moses is attributed to writing Genesis and Exodus and Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. They're attributed to Moses. So you got the Hebrew Bible, and you got the 27 books of the New Testament. There's actually a lot more books than 27. And then there's the Apocryphal books in between that are considered divinely inspired, but they're not in the canon of the Bible. Well, the Catholic Bible has them. The St. Joseph Bible, the Catholic Bible, they have them. That's from that period of 400 BC to right before the advent of the birth, which is about 5 BC. And the New Testament starts at about 5 BC with the, advent, with the talk about the visitation of the angels and, that. And they go up through the book of Revelations. The canon of the Bible was actually composed in a synod sponsored by the first Christian emperor, Constantine, in the early first half of the 300s. A lot of the stuff that the church practices these days came in at that time. They did a lot of things that changed a lot of things, at that time. So, like, the Gospel of Peter is not in they only did 4 Gospels. They only accepted 4 Gospels. There's a Gospel of Peter they did not. And then there's some agnostic stuff that was written like 100 years later, like the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. So that's agnostic. That wasn't, Mary Magdalene did not write a gospel. It's just called that. But what you're talking about, Myra, a lot of that's what they call eschatology. Eschatology. Yeah, I have studied some of that. I have read some of those books. The Book of Enoch, which is actually in the Ethiopian Bible. They claim to have the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia. It's guarded. Ethiopia is the only country in Africa that was not colonized. Yeah, I enjoy that kind of stuff. 8 in the house, 15 likes. Torah. Yep. So, we are 46 minutes into the live stream. 8 in the house, 15 likes. And I will try to go back through the notes one more time. I mean, Uncle Al spent a good amount of time sending this to me. I spent a good amount of time reading it, writing it down, looking some of it up. Every once in a while, one of their very old, because it's heresy for them, one of their very old, very respected rabbis, which basically translates as teacher, before he dies, you know, he'll identify himself as a Messianic Jew, believing in the Messiah, and identify Jesus as the Messiah. That's something they don't like to talk about. They don't like to talk about that, and that's big. You know, they're very nope. You know, but Kayla Boo, how you doing, Boo? Thank you for coming. If you are not friends with Kayla Boo, you should become. And yes, Kayla, I am subscribed. 7.33 subscribers, 403 videos. She does lives and shorts and videos, and she's got a playlist, and she posts occasionally. Thank you for being here. Just Kayla Abu. Okay, so back to the notes, trying to get the notes done real fast. Today's topic is trapped in the 50-mile circle, a comfort zone, or a bad habit. Most people live and die within a 50 miles, either urban or rural, of where they were born. Eat the same food and drink the same beverage every day. Never change the routine. Being familiar with the herd, leftists and socialists use this to control the masses, aka the herd sheeple. Herd mentality, or being corporates. Unimind. Repeating a fake narrative from the mass media or social media, like the UK, George Orwell, 1984. Good night, Holly. Thank you for coming. 1984 is about a dystopian tale of authoritarianism in post-nuclear war England. The idea that they were going to have a nuclear war, that's what they thought was going to happen. Are you a good sheep or a shepherd? Travel outside the country. Break the 50-mile circle habit. Then there's 10 things that listed. Have a valid passport and birth certificate. For anyone born after 1962, too many people are getting arrested using their driver's licenses as if 29 states. See DHS website. False or fake identification using political affiliation. California and Texas are the biggest states with bad driver's license. I would question about Texas. I know California is like a socialist republic. Second, picture ID or a gun license. Lack of bail bondsman and lawyer. 10% of bond and legal fees. Better than 5 days in general population of a county jail. Lack of $2,000 in cash for emergencies. Remember, cash, is king. Food, gasoline, and power supplies were paid. Lack of second or third language skills. You really need to be able to speak Spanish if you're here in the southwestern United States. Spanish is like the #2 language. Overusing the smartphone and AI to solve simple problems, making people lazy and stupid. During the apocalypse, a lot of sheeple are found dead on the side of the road staring at a smartphone, not prepared for sudden changes. See Texas and East Coast. Civil war, weather changes, and a nuclear event, not war. Herd is having issues with shortages caused by bad weather, political instability, and socialist unrest. Communist and socialist infiltration. For the last 50 years, socialists and communists have infiltrated every corner of the social society. Medical, education, politics, captains of industry, public service, and religious institutions. See today's news. A slow, not your flipping business. Welcome. A slow and steady plan to undermine the American way by programming people into sheeple. Lazy and fear of failure. Most people in the 50 miles. Failure to learn new things and skills. Not updating existing skills and knowledge. Keep making excuses and complaining of the problems. So 6 in the house, 17 likes. Had a few people pass out. Checking on seeing if anybody else. So I am on a quest. I am on a quest to 2,000, my main channel. I started tonight at 1964. When I get to 2,000, I'm going to write down a list of the people who left comments on my last video when I hit the 2,000. And I will backtrack 4 videos from there. Checking off, did you leave a comment? Now, everybody who has left a comment in the last 5 videos, their names will go in a hat. There will be a drawing, and there will be a goodie box, a nice goodie box. You want to see what's in my goodie boxes? Look at my 100 subscriber giveaway on my backup channel, Taco Talk. or look at my 1900 subscriber giveaway on this channel. Every 100 subscribers, every 100 new subscribers, I have been doing subscriber giveaways. They're very nice boxes. It doesn't take a lot to qualify. And I get disappointed at the number of people who can't consistently leave likes and supportive comments on videos. I don't put out that many videos. I've been putting out more videos lately than I ever put out. Usually I was doing about one every week to 2 weeks. I've been doing a couple of weeks this summer, trying to, put out stuff, box giveaways, MRE reviews. I have not done a recent news. I need to do a Taco Talk news. I've been saying I'm going to, and I hadn't done it. So I am working on it. 6 in the house, 17 likes. I will plan on doing another live stream tomorrow. I will post, and I will have a topic, either my topic or one that Uncle Al sends me. If you're interested in something, you got a topic, send me a topic. You want to send me some notes with it? If it's halfway decent, I will certainly use it. I don't have real high standards to talk about stuff. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I try to practice Christian charity. I try to help those in need. I honor my deceased parents. I love my family. Try to be patriotic. I've been an educator. Over 30 years in. What you call it now, retire, rehire. I've got to work a couple more years to get my quarters in, because you got to have 40 quarters for Social Security. I get teacher retirement through the state of Texas, and I still need 6 quarters. Right now I need 6 quarters. I'll get Medicare when I turn 65, and my TRS retirement care will be my secondary, which basically will pretty much cover my full medical. And I was reading documentation I received that full retirement for me would be 67, so technically that'd be 4 years from now. I could theoretically work another 4 years to get full retirement. $107. Wow. That's hot. Very hot. 8 in the house, 17 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. I just said hi from my backup channel, Taco Talk, David Lynn Taco Talk. I met the goal of having 100 subscribers on my backup channel. I have 106 subscribers now. I'm not actively using it. I mean, I will use it to sometimes do watch time for people, to give them views and leave comments and such on it. But I basically use it to store content for my main channel in private. So when I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you have. I'm 63 years old. I may live another 30 years, or I may be gone tonight. You don't know. Try to be right with the Lord. I take my medication. I drink my coffee. I've got my routine that I go through. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. I try to be a good parent and a good husband and a good friend, and I try to lead by example. I'm not in a leadership position at work now, but I'm getting a little older, and the idea of like going back into administration. I'm getting too old to be an assistant principal, and I don't think they'd want to hire me unless I went to some small place to be a principal. And then the thing about being a principal in the smaller places, you've got to do all your disciplines. So you're like an assistant principal, you're like on your own. You're like an AP and a principal all rolled into one. You know, treat people the way you want to be treated. Lead by example. I practiced the scout motto. I was a scout for a couple of years before my father passed away. The scout motto, the prepping motto is be prepared. Be prepared. It's hurricane season. And everybody, please have a blessed day. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. I'll post. And I appreciate you guys. This is very good. I really enjoyed it. This was a very good live stream. Hope everybody enjoyed it. If you haven't had opportunity to, come back and leave a comment on the, in the description, or leave a comment in the post follow-up. I appreciate it. I read them. I'm behind on them. I will tell you that I am behind on them, and I try to respond. Everybody, thank you for being here, and I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.